Alright folks, the good for Lang here and his mate Limo coming at you from our crash pad in Koh Samui. Have a look around. It's not bad, does the job. But I tell you what, how we came to be staying here ain't one half of a episode, I tell you. What happened was, right, I came down here from Isan, and for the first 3 nights I stayed in a resort, and I had paid to stay there for 2 weeks because I didn't want to go through the whole hassle of looking for monthly accommodation so close to Christmas, and I just wanted somewhere nice to stay on for the festive season. So I found this spot, these little small bungalows right beside the beach, about 10 yards away from the beach, and then I had my own swimming pool right on my doorstep as well, and got a free breakfast as well every morning. It was only 900 baht, aircon in the rooms also. Good deal. I was told by regulars, long-term expats around here, that it's actually one of the best deals in the whole area. And after 3 days I had to move out. I had to go. It was just a fucking disaster, man. From the moment I checked in, the guy, he was the main hotel manager, he brought me to my room and he was fiddling around with the TV trying to get the satellite working, and I was looking around the room. I had this big filing cabinet at the side of my bed, and I was looking through all the drawers in it, and on the bottom drawer there was a tray with about a joint's worth of weed and a little Rizla skin on the tray. Obviously someone who stayed there before me was a smoker. And I said to the guy, I goes, look what's in the drawer. And he was like, oh yeah, he thought it was just rubbish, he was kind of embarrassed that I wasn't getting the proper service, the room wasn't looked after properly. He just kept playing with the TV, and I says, no, look, have a proper look at it. This is not a cigarette, man. I mean, I don't smoke weed. I want nothing to do with any kind of drugs. I don't want any drugs in my room, you know what I mean? Because to me, they just bring trouble. So I said to him straight away, I don't want this in my room, man, you know what I mean? It's not on. And he got really embarrassed and ashamed. And he ended up he was so rattled that he didn't give me a proper induction into the room. You know what I mean? I figured that there was no, I looked around for a safety deposit box, there was no safety deposit box. But apparently the filing cabinet had a key, and there was a smaller key that I had to use to lock all the drawers of the filing cabinet. And so I just left. I didn't make an issue out of the weed. I just told him to take it away. But then I was walking out of my door. I was going off somewhere, and I seen him around with the cleaners, and he was giving out hell to them, going mad. Rightly so. If I was a manager and that happened, I wouldn't be happy with my cleaning staff. In fact, I find it very sloppy and incompetent. Shouldn't happen, you know what I mean? But then on the third night, the last night I was there, right, the night before, me and Jenny went out for a couple of cocktails. We were in this little place, this little restaurant, bar, cafe kind of place. One of our friends runs, just a few doors down from Jenny's shop, and she recommends it. She said it's nice, so we went in for a couple of mojitos. I had no money on me. I had to go to an ATM machine, so Jenny paid for the food that we had from across the way. She brought the food over, and after we finished our food, I went over to the ATM machine, took out 5,000 baht, and I paid for the 2 cocktails, which were about 350 or something like that. So I was going home with 4,650 baht. Okay. And then the next morning, Jenny got up early. She had to go open up the shop and do a few things around there. And I stayed in bed. I got up at about 8:45 in the morning. I went to have breakfast, the free breakfast in the hotel. I locked my room door. Went and had my breakfast. Came back from my breakfast, chilled out in my bed, watched a couple of YouTube videos. And my little carrier bag that I used, that was just on top of the filing cabinet. I just left that there, you know what I mean? I decided to go for a swim. And the pool was right on my doorstep, you know what I mean? I didn't even lock my door, I was just in the pool. I could look at my door from my pool, And then I was sitting on the sun lounger, facing me bungalow. And then one of the cleaning ladies goes, do you want your room cleaned? And I says, yeah, please, if it's not too much trouble. So the two cleaning ladies went in and cleaned my room. And then Jenny came along after doing our bits and pieces in the shop. And we went into the room and we were like sorting out a few things. And I took my bag from the filing cabinet, and I looked at my wallet, and there was only 2,650 baht in the wallet. I was there going, Jenny, what the hell is going on here? Like, this is not right. I only paid for them cocktails last night after I went to the ATM machine. She goes, yeah, I know you did, yeah. I says, there's 2,000 baht missing. She says, yeah. I goes, the only person that was in this room, apart from me and you last night, were them cleaning ladies. They went in and cleaned the room while I was sitting at the pool. I was looking right at them the whole time. And then Jenny goes, are you sure now you didn't take it out anywhere? Like, you didn't like go like putting it somewhere else? I says, I had no reason to. I just left all the money. I just left it in my wallet, and I still hadn't like copped at this stage that the filing cabinet was where I was supposed to like lock everything up. But I didn't think like the only time I'd want to lock anything up is when I was going off for a long time. I was just outside in the pool. I knew the cleaning ladies were in the room, nobody else. So Jenny says, right, you're dead certain nobody else. Like, you didn't put your money, like, misplace it somewhere, or you didn't pay for something else. I said, no, definitely not. Right, okay, let's go. So we went outside to ask for the manager. He wasn't there, he was off in Chawang somewhere. So there was a girl there who was in charge, and we told her what the story was. And she brought us around to the little bungalow where the cleaning staff are based. And there's two cleaning staff. One is an old lady from Burma who's been there a long time, and then another girl, a young Thai girl. She's only been there like about 2 or 3 weeks. And as soon as me and Jenny came along, the older one from Burma just straight away starts looking down her nose at Jenny, talking real strong, as if like, you're only a bar girl and he was drunk last night. And then when Jenny turned around and said to her, listen, I'm not a bar girl. We're a couple. We've been going out with each other a long time, and I've no reason to steal off him. We share everything as it is. So like, don't speak to me like that. And your one's face just dropped. And then the other girl like that brought us over there said that like, there was problems in the past as well, like over things like this happening. And then they went and got the other younger cleaning girl, the Thai girl, and they actually like searched her in front of us. We're like saying, this is not going to prove anything. If you stole something, you're not going to keep it on you. You're going to like hide it somewhere, you know what I mean? Get it later. But like, the young girl, like, she did actually, like, I could tell by her expression, she did look really distraught and like, you know what I mean, innocent, you know what I mean? Whereas the other one, the old one from Burma, she just had that old fucking haggard old look about her, and she was being real cocky and sure of herself, as if like she was waiting for this moment to happen so that she could just say, he was drunk last night, you're a bar girl, listen, drunks get fucking their wallets dipped by bar girls around here all the time, and just fob us off. But like, it wasn't the case, you know what I mean? Our cover up was exposed. She didn't have any, like, you know what I mean? So they said we're just going to have to wait until the main manager, the other guy from Burma who checked me in, we're going to have a word with him. So me and Jenny went back to the bungalow, and Jenny says, what do you want to do? And I said, here, listen, if they give me back the 2,000 baht that was stolen, I'm happy enough to stay here. I don't want to leave. I'll stay here and just be more careful with my stuff in the future. And Jenny said, yeah, okay, yeah, no problem, yeah, we'll do that then. And so I said to her, I'm going to go out with the GoPro now and make a little video and just show the place and like explain to the camera exactly what's going on. She said, okay, yeah. So I went off with the GoPro, took some footage of the outside area, and the guy, the main manager, he was back. He was talking to all his staff. They were talking about what was going on, and they must have seen me with the camera, because about 30 seconds after I got back to the room and I was explaining about what was going on with the filing cabinet and all, like, there was a knock on the door. And it was the girl saying, oh yeah, he's up at the reception desk, he wants to talk with us. So I turned the camera off and we went up and we had a word with him, and he was like being alright. He sat down and he just told us bit by bit to go through exactly what happened the night before, what money I took out of the ATM, how much I spent, how much I had the last time I was in the room. And I told him exactly, you know what I mean? I said 2,000 baht is gone missing, you know what I mean? I had it coming home. I couldn't have spent it on anything else, so I didn't go near my money. I just left it in the same place. I locked my door when I went to the breakfast. I went for a swim in the pool, saw the cleaning ladies go into my room, and then when they left, a few minutes later, Jenny came back. Jenny didn't even go into the room. She came straight over to me, and then we went back to the room together. And then the main owner was there as well. She was a Thai lady now, right? This Burmese guy, he's just a manager. He like facilities manager. And then like the main lady that owned the whole premises, the business owner, she was there. And she just started getting real fucking, you know, grumpy and ratty and all. And she started accusing Jenny of being a bar girl and all. Like, well, I didn't cop this at first. It was just when that old woman, you know, the owner, started butting in, Jenny's tone just changed all of a sudden, you know what I mean? I could see in her expression that she felt insulted, you know what I mean? And when I heard Jenny mention YouTube, saying I make videos for YouTube, I can drag your business down and all, like, you know, the manager started getting really nervous and shaking, and he started saying to me, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And I said, give me back the 2,000 baht that was stolen from me and I'll stay here. He's like, okay. So the woman, or the owner, started going for the money down her pocket, but she was really unhappy about it. She was taking the money for the 1,000 baht notes from her pocket, and she was like going, mumbling something like that in Thai, like real fucking spiteful, you know what I mean? Like, and the guy was she gave it to the guy, and then the guy was handing me the 1,000 baht notes, and I was there ready to take the 2 notes, and Jenny just looked at me like, she looked really like insulted and hurt. Like, I says, what's wrong, Jenny? She goes, if you stay here, I'm not staying with you. And Jenny got up and stormed off. And I said to the guy, look, I put my hands up like that. I says, listen, I'm not taking the money, okay? Right? Listen, my girlfriend is upset, right? I'm gonna go with her. I'm gonna follow her, right? I have that much trust in her. I'm not taking the money. I'm not staying here. Give me a full refund back, right? I stayed here 3 nights. I paid for 14. Give me 11 nights money back and I'll just go. And then they were like, well, he was like, oh, are you sure? But the woman was there, nah, come on, follow me, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I went off to our little office with her, and she's there like that, throwing the money down on the table. And I was so tempted, like, you know what I mean? So tempted to say, yeah, and can I have the 2,000 baht that was stolen from me as well? You know what I mean? But I didn't. The only thing that held me back was because, number one, I didn't want to give her the satisfaction of saying no. Then that would have forced me into blackmailing her. I would have said to her, hey, listen, I've got a video of your place, okay? I've got thousands of people that watch my videos on YouTube. I could drag your business down into the ground, okay? And then, you know, it would have turned into an ugly feud, because after a matter of time, she would have seen where Jenny's shop is. Jenny has her own business here, you know what I mean? And it would have just got ugly, you know what I mean? And when feuds like that get ugly, there's no winner. It's just all losers, you know what I mean? But oh, how I would love to fucking name and shame her, man. Oh, really? Like, when we were in the office, just before she gave me back the money, and she started accusing Jenny of being like a bar girl and me being like drunk the night before. Like, it's just, it really pisses me off, you know what I mean? Just because like, I'm a Falang bloke, you know what I mean? I have a bungalow by the pool. There's a Thai girl that stays with me. All of a sudden, I'm a drunk sex tourist who like just lets prostitutes stay in my room. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, it really pisses me off. Like, you know what I mean? And then Jenny like turned around to them and said, "Listen, there was marijuana lying around in the room when we checked in. You've got no control over your staff. Your staff are doing a terrible job, and." Listen, it's blatantly obvious that like your cleaning staff rob stuff from his wallet. You know what I mean? You're in the wrong. Why are you accusing me of these things? And it's total like false accusations. They don't add up. I'm not a bar girl. He was not drunk last night. You know? So I would love to, you know what I mean? Just say the name of that resort, you know what I mean? And just, really give them what they deserve, you know what I mean? Really does, like, you know what I mean? Gets on my nerves. Get bored with this place sometimes, you know? Wish I stayed up north.